a CCSU student and member and leader in the campus group Youth for Socialist Action. She's the founder and former president of the Middlesex Gay Straight Alliance and a local queer anti-war activist. Everybody, Caryn Jensen.
Recently, the law that bars gay men and women from serving openly in the military went before the Senate to be voted on. When I heard the news that the law was voted down, I was not surprised, and judging from the conversations I've had with fellow queers, not very many were. The day Don't Ask, Don't Tell repeal failed, I opened my computer and signed on to Facebook, and almost everyone's status had something to do with Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I heard and read about emergency protests happening all over the country. There was a lot of anger, disappointment, and sadness, but it didn't appear that anyone expressed any true surprise. The reason for this is that this is not the first time this has happened, nor do I think it will be the last. A person can still be fired in 29 states for being gay, 38 states if the person is transgender. The Employee Non-Discrimination Act was first introduced in Congress in 1994, and it has been introduced nearly every year since then, and every time it has been voted down. Every day we are reminded that we are second-class citizens. It seems like a week does not go by where I do not hear about a queer person being attacked. Not a day goes by where I don't see anti-gay imagery or overhear someone bashing gays. Bullying of queer youth is out of control. The old rhyme says, sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. It is a lie. Words can and do kill. In the last month, 13 people have killed themselves, and those are only the ones we know about. As much as 40% of homeless youth in this country identify as gay or transgender, and are more likely to engage in drug use and sex work. As a queer youth, I have had my own experiences with drug use and attempted suicide. And not one queer person that I am close to has not tried to or thought about harming themselves. There is a constant tendency to blame all this on Republicans. Yet at the moment, the Democrats have majority in the House and the Senate. They have a president in office who at any time could have signed an executive order and halted the discharges of gay servicemen and women. This is all ignored, however, and the blame is put solely on the shoulders of the Republicans in office, and we are encouraged to lobby for the Democrats. Don't worry, we'll get it done, they tell us. Then their term is up and nothing has gotten done. So we're told we need to vote for them again, so they can keep fighting for us. What have any of them, Republican or Democrat, ever done for us? None of the major social changes in this country have resulted from sending postcards and making phone calls asking the Democrats to please give us our rights. They have been won by the masses of people taking to the streets and saying we are not leaving until you give us what is ours. Lobbying the Democrats is not working. They say just vote for us and we'll make it happen. But once they are in office, they tell us we need to be patient and that these things take time. And 17 years later, we still have a homophobic law on the books that prevents people from serving openly in the military. It took a federal judge to order the government to stop Don't Ask, Don't Tell investigations. And even now, the Obama administration is attempting to appeal the ruling. What kind of democracy do we have when 78% of the U.S. population favor repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell? And Congress still refuses to do it. We have no federal job protection, and we have a police force that often looks the other way when a queer person is attacked. Many times it is the police force, the police officer that is doing the attacking. It's not going to change, and it's not going to get better. There are millions of queer people living in this country, millions more who support queer rights. What would it look like if all those people were on the streets? How fast would things get done then? No matter what the politicians may say, they will not make any real effort to give us our rights. They will only do enough to satisfy us and will only give us what we want when they have no other choice. They do this as a way to keep queer people divided, creating division large-scale organizing. I've witnessed queers bashing other queers because some people believe the lies that come out of Washington and are afraid to participate in any type of mass action. They don't want to upset anyone because they fear repercussion. And because of this, I've been witness to some queers going out of their way to break up any type of mass action. This kind of thinking and behavior is encouraged by the politicians and is what keeps us from building any type of mass movement. Add to that the fact that we are in the middle of an unpopular war. Many soldiers live not only in fear of losing their lives, but of losing their livelihood as well. And add to that the fact that violence against queers in the Army is extremely high. The kind of fear can prevent a person from speaking up, even when they know what's being done is wrong. What the queer movement has been doing is not working. The queer movement needs to declare its independence from the Democrats and create a separate movement that can stand on its own. And I believe that this campaign can be a step in that direction. Because this campaign is not about winning a seat in office. It's about educating people, which is what the movement needs right now.